All right, everyone. Got a very special message for the fans out there today. Welcome. First of all, welcome to another episode, but
Willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode.
which means, of course, welcome to another episode in German, where we are broadcasting live from Germany.
Yes, we are.
In spirit.
In spirit, yes.
In spirit.
Yes.
And why are we talking about Germany in spirit? Well, first of all, you may notice that we're missing somebody here.
Yes.
That would be Xander, who is a serviceman.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about the post service.
Nope.
No, we're not talking about customer service.
But we are talking about a United States serviceman.
We are talking about, so U.S., but not postal. But yes, U.S. service. Xander is out in Germany. So today, it is just me and Ethan, and we are poolside in Marietta. And we're kicking it, man. We're just hanging out. We're doing our thing. And it's going to be a little bit different of an episode. It's going to be just me and Ethan. But the nice thing is, man, again, we got Zan in Germany, in spirit. We got Don just physically here.
Just physically, yeah.
Physically here. And so
He's here with us.
we do feel like a little bit of that community vibe, that home vibe. But we're missing our boy Xander. Ethan, break it down, bro. What is Xander doing right now in the military? What is his branch? All that good stuff.
Yeah,
man.
so Xander is a United States Air Force Reserve. Okay, he's an Air Force Reserve. Normally, he attends a base, near, I think in Riverside County or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he had an assignment that he could volunteer for. That was, it was in Germany, and then they swapped it and said, "No, you're going to New Jersey."
Oh, I remember that.
And then
so mad.
Yeah, he was so pissed. And then a day and a half before they left, they're like, "No, yeah, it's Germany. Like, it's Germany."
I wonder if they're just messing with him.
I don't know. I feel like I would have so much anxiety waiting. Like, dude, am I going to New Jersey or am I going outside the country all the way to Germany? Like
I thought I put down Germany. Did I put down Jersey? Like, man, that's crazy, man. But so Zan's out there doing his thing. First of all, Zan, thank you for your service. All the other servicemen and women out there, we thank you for your service. We're appreciative. It's because people like you are out there on the front lines, and so we appreciate it, and we salute you, and we appreciate your service. Thank you very much for that and your sacrifice. And to the families of the service men and women out there, that's a sacrifice as well, because they should be home enjoying time with you, and you're making a sacrifice holding down the fort by yourself. So shouts out to everybody out there who's spouses of service people as well.
Yeah.
And we're with a renewed podcast, no stranger to service people. You have family that was recently retired from service. We're working with people in the industry, Corey, who is another first responder, and so it's good to just be amongst that kind of community like spirit and that vibe and that just protective spirit, man. I love it. That's one of the greatest things that I love about this podcast. But man, Zan's gone. When is he coming back?
I think he's coming back on the 28th.
Got a little bit of time, man. Hopefully we get some more pictures and stuff like that. Zan, if you're tuning in, we miss you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
100%.
He's coming back the same day I'm coming back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Unlike Xander, Ethan's just flying out just for himself. Xander's out there serving the country, and Ethan's just taking a little vacation. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to see my buddy Ethan. All right, his name's Ethan, but it's spelled the weird way. It's Ethen. It's like that just don't
that don't sit well with us.
That just doesn't sound right. No, I'm just joking. But he's just been my boy since 6th grade, dude. I think it's been like over a decade. I've been like super close with this dude. But last year I went out for his 21st birthday, and I was gonna go out for someone else's birthday, but that didn't work out. So I'm just flying out again. So he's gonna turn 22, I think, this Friday, which is the day I'm flying out. I'm gonna go to Washington. I think we're just gonna do something similar. Like, I've never been to Seattle. I guess there's like a gum wall there or something. Like, gross.
Okay.
so I've never been to Seattle. I've heard stories about it. So it should be a little bit interesting. But I think we're just gonna celebrate his birthday. One of our other friends is flying in too, so we're just gonna all kick it. Go to the casino. He wants to go to the casino and play some blackjack. So I'm betting 1,000 on red.
1,000 on red. Well, hey, if you
All or nothing.
if you make it, don't forget about your boys.
Of course.
Maybe just take us out to, like, I don't know, all you can eat, like, boneless wing day or something like that.
Dude, no, if I make it, I want to make, like, I don't know how much how much can you fly with? Like, let's say I spent 1,000 and I got like 20 racks from this casino. How much can I fly with on an airline? Would I have to give it to my boy for him to Zelle me the money?
Nah, I think you have to claim it. As long as you claim it, you can fly with it. Like,
but how much?
I think it's like anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 of just cash that you before you have to claim it. Anything after 10,000 cash, you have to call like TSA and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be rolling, with some fast
20
stats."
deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they'll ask you, "Okay, what's up?" Okay,
I'm gonna save my receipts. Like if I actually get that, I'll save the withdrawal receipt from the casino. Probably.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Okay,
Everybody out there, save your receipts, people.
Yeah, save your receipts, guys.
Save y'all receipts, especially
your ass
for
gonna get audited.
Serious, hey, and you need a good tax guy. Shout out to my Theo.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome.
It'd be cool. It's beautiful up there, and these the next or the 4 days I'm going. It's supposed to be like really good weather, and if anyone lives in Washington, y'all know like there's maybe 3 months of good weather there, and all the other ones are gloomy, rainy. It's like, but it's green as shit out there. It's beautiful.
You know what I heard, which is surprising, is that Washington definitely has the most like overcast days out of like the entire United States, right? But the number one area for sunglasses sales is Washington.
Really?
100%. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Look that up, man. Check me if I'm wrong, but I believe I saw
it's just straight style. It's just for the aesthetic,
it's
not the use.
and they want it, man. It's the pure desire. It's like, I don't care if it's gray out and I'm making it grayer. I want to have that. They're on the left coast. You know what I'm saying? Left coast, fresh coast. I get it. We get the sunny. We get the glasses. They on the west coast too, but they got the gray,
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
It'll be cool. We're going to go to the casino, hang out with friends.
Get some time off of work.
Yeah, get some time off work.
There you go.
Come back and start right back up.
Well, speaking of work, I hear you have a pretty interesting story. What happened there, man?
I told Donald the other day.
Donald seems like he doesn't care. So you tell me.
Huh?
Donald's like, it's not that good a story.
Yeah, no.
What happened?
Donald's already laughing. If you guys can hear him through a mic, that's funny. We need to get the Don cam on, man.
I'm saying that's my fault, bro. I forgot to bring the cable.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We have the extra camera. We have the extra gear.
It's fine. This setup's kind of I don't know how it would work out.
It was an international thing. They wouldn't let us bring cables into Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
something
figure.
with the copper lining or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, no. So the other day, a patient comes in, and we always get people who, have ER follow-ups, right? So they go to the ER, and you gotta schedule an appointment with your PCP to kind of talk about what happened. Where do we go from? Your primary care physician. Yeah, okay. Not PCP. Get your head out the damn gutter, guys. All right.
What was that?
Yeah. So primary care physician. Normally we have people that come in and they're like, this is what happened. They'll bring in their notes, and doctor just, if he needs to prescribe them anything or advise them to do something, he's able to do it. So this person came in to discuss ED.
Oh.
Okay.
And you're like, bro,
and
that's my no.
And it was a follow-up as well. So I'm like, so you went to the emergency department?
Yo, he went to the emergency room for ED?
This is the joke.
Okay.
Or it's not a joke. It's a serious thing. But right. This is what's funny. Is I thought it said emergency department. So I'm talking to him as if he went to the emergency department. So I'm like, hey, yeah, so like, okay,
tell me all about your ED.
Discuss, the ED. When did you go? And he's like, it's just been, kind of the last couple months. It's been, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then right when he said it, I'm like, I'm so sorry, sir. And he's like, what? I was like, I thought you meant emergency department. This guy meant something completely different. And then his wife was there too. So his wife's like, they were fucking laughing at me so hard, bro, dude.
That's good.
And I walked out. Oh my God.
What'd the wife say?
Like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, well, I was like this. And I'm like, I am so sorry, sir. And the guy's like, I've never seen someone's face get so red before. And I was just embarrassed, bro. That shit was so embarrassing. Because we've had a bunch of people have that problem. It's normal, like, especially when you get older, So I've seen it before. I've seen that
on the chart.
I've seen that on their charts and stuff before, but for some reason, because we had an ER follow-up, it's like emergency room follow. Okay, so this is to discuss, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, when did you go to the
mentally you're
to the
connecting
ED?
them, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's been, last couple. I'm like, you've been in and out of it for the last couple months? And he's like, oh, no. I was like, oh my gosh. So
he's like, I've been trying for the past couple months.
Yeah. So, we're not going to break HIPAA. No names. I don't even remember his name. Not going to describe him, but it was a patient. A patient.
Yeah. Mr. A patient
It was
Smith.
so embarrassing, dude. Everyone was laughing at me. The wife, the husband.
Crazy, dude. I thought you were saying that he had an emergency with ED and had to go to the emergency room. That had me kind of bugging because I was like, what would qualify as an ED emergency?
I don't know. We should ask my mom. Dude, one time,
never mind.
I have a crazy, my mom has crazy stories in the hospital, bro.
And
nuts.
And it's just because we're talking. He mentioned his mom. His mom's a nurse,
practitioner.
Not because Pops is having issues.
No.
You're like, nah, just talk to my mom.
Come on, no. Yeah, guys, my mom's a nurse practitioner, so she sees shit in the ED. In the ED, in the ER, whatever you want to say, she sees that she amputations. She's literally drilled burrows in people's skulls. She's done so much, bro. So her stories are crazy, but there's interesting stories about, yeah.
Well, and it can get pretty gruesome in that emergency room because you never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm no stranger to the emergency room. Growing up an athlete and a kid on a skateboard and someone who's just dumb and doesn't care. Yeah. I'm young. I'll throw my body off that cliff.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Not a problem. And then it's usually you're sitting there waiting, and then you see somebody else come in with something even worse, and you go, ah, dang it, man. I just got pushed to the back of the line.
Because triage. It's called triage.
It's triage, yeah.
Yep. For all of you that don't know, triage is basically prioritization of someone's injuries. If you come in with a broken nail versus someone who broke their ankle, they're going to prioritize the broken ankle over your nail.
Absolutely. So I had appendicitis one time, and so I was in the emergency room, and because I didn't have any scans or anything like that, they were just like, okay, we'll just wait. You got a stomach ache.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm projectile vomiting. Something's weird. I barely could walk even from my car to the ER. Something is legit wrong. And they're like, all right, well, we got all these people in front of you. It wasn't until I forgot what it was. I think I'd almost passed out and fell out of my chair. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then
maybe he's not bullshitting.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who do that shit, bro.
I remember exactly what happened. I went, they thought I was bullshitting, and they're like, well, there's a urgent care right around the corner. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I went to the urgent care, and in the parking lot, I was projectile vomiting in the parking lot. So someone from the emergency or the urgent care came out and was like, what's are you okay? Or I was like, no, they sent me over from the hospital. They started pushing on my side and does this hurt? They pushed on my appendix. I was screamed in pain. They're like, yeah, just go back to the hospital. I'll call him right now. So the doctor that saw me
drive back to
the hospital, and that's when I got there, and I was barely making it, bro. I was contemplating, as I'm walking up the steps from the parking structure, I could see the camera right there, and I was like, bro, I wonder if I just lay down right now and just do this, if someone will come pick me up.
It was that bad.
It was that bad, but I
shit.
forced myself. I'm like, no, I'm gonna make it. By the time I got to the door, bro, I was throwing up everywhere. And so they're like, oh my God, we got the phone call. I called my wife, someone called my wife for me. So she came down. It was a mess, bro. I had surgery that night.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro.
That's just so ridiculous, bro. But they probably get so many people oh, my stomach. They're like, all right, motherfucker.
Right.
You and 12 other people here have fucking stomach issues. Go sit down.
Yeah, go sit next to the lady whose elbow feels strange. Yeah. My elbow hurt. Damn it.
Is that the American Dad episode? That shit's so
My elbow feels strange.
Please, I'm bleeding out. No, my elbow feels funny.
It's but ma'am, this is an emergency.
I think he had appendicitis or
was
no, I don't know.
I forgot what it was.
He was cut up or something.
Yeah. And
that's funny. That's funny.
My elbow feels strange.
My elbow feel funny.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can cut that in. But
Xander put that in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, crazy times, bro. But I'm glad that I'm a little bit more responsible, and I'm no longer in and out of the emergency room. So
Yeah.
good
I
for that.
haven't been in the emergency room in a minute, dude.
You do urgent care. That's right.
Huh?
Aren't you using your facility an urgent care facility?
No. We're strictly, we do just a primary care physician practice. So people who go to their doctor and make appointments for stuff. I work there. I'm a medical assistant for that place. And then we also do aesthetics. So like half of the building. Yeah, half of the building's just pure primary care stuff, and then half the building is like tattoo removals, lip injections, lip fillers, spider vein removals. We do IPLs. We do.
And what was the procedure that you had done?
Oh, PRF.
PRF. That shit is brutal.
So PRP, PRF, plasma-rich platelets or plasma-rich platelets with the fibrin.
Yeah.
So yeah, it helps. It's basically stimulate. You can use it for joints, and it stimulates growth.
Have you noticed a difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So PRF is plasma-rich platelets with the fibrin, and what they basically do is they take your blood, and they centrifuge it. If y'all don't know what centrifuging is, they spin it at a really high rate of speed to separate the white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets, and then the plasma. And what you do after you spin it is you basically pull out the plasma with all the healing properties, and you have to mix it with, don't quote me, I think it's hyaluronic acid or something. It's something that it's an activating agent, and you basically inject it back into where you need the healing properties. And without this activating agent, it would just lie dormant. So you have to mix it. This is by trial and error probably, but he mixed it with something, and he calls it the yarmulke area, like the male pattern baldness. Genetics got me beat, guys. So like I have to do it. But I did 3 sessions, dude. And I would say like the numbing is the worst part. Like the lidocaine is probably the worst part.
Gotcha.
After that, it's smooth sailing.
Gotcha.
But he has to do like a nerve block in my eyebrows, nerve block in the back of my head and the side of my head. So he's just numbing everything up.
Yeah.
He's just gunk, gunk. Like there's a circular device with like 8 needles. You've seen the video.
Yeah. That was nuts, dude, when I saw that.
I swear, next time I do it, I'm going to take an NKO, which is ketamine. Ketamine and Pronox. That shit hurts so bad, bro.
It was like the next couple of days, too, right?
Yeah. My second session, my face ballooned up like Megamind. He must have nicked something. I don't know.
You were on a good one.
Hey, I've seen hella progress, so it's been worth it. And I use finasteride. If people know finasteride, it's like a serum. It's like droplets you put in your hair. It helps keep the growth.
Gotcha.
So the PRF produces the growth, and it's over a longevity too. So PRP is like fucking like crazy growth, and PRF is like over time.
Gotcha.
Or is it the diff? I think they're opposite, but the one I did, it releases crazy amounts.
Gotcha. Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you, bro, and this is sorry.
We're getting copyrighted now. Nah, I don't even know.
Lil Boosie, don't copyright us.
Now we're definitely getting copyrighted. People are like, "What song was that?" He's like, "Lil Boosie, this song."
Wipe me down. Sorry. I was gonna ask you. There was something I had wanted to pull up on my phone, but I was gonna ask you. We talk about hot topics and stuff, and Xander usually is the one that brings that stuff up. Cat Williams had a recent comedy special, and he was talking about a drug that people are doing in Hollywood. It's like a weight loss thing, but it's making these people almost look like walking skeletons.
Anorexic.
Right? Yeah, but it's called like, what is it called? It's a weight loss medication.
Ozempic. Mounjaro. Zepbound.
It's
There's
Ozempic.
Like 4 or 5 of them. It's Ozempic.
Okay. Yes, that's what Cat Williams was specifically talking about. What is the deal with Ozempic, and why is it making these people's faces? Why is it affecting the face so much? Is it like directly has to do with like a correlation with like fat cells in the face, and it's a burning fat, so it targets?
Well, it helps you lose weight. So if you're not crazily overweight and you're taking that, like not everyone is qualified to take Ozempic.
So that could be
like me right now, I don't think any doctor would give me Ozempic. It's people who are trying to lose weight but need that extra help. And I think one of them, I don't know which one, either the Ozempic, Mounjaro, or Zepbound, but one of them is diabetes specific.
Oh, okay.
So one of them is just for patients with diabetes, but I don't know if Ozempic is that one. I just know that we got to have my doctor on for a podcast.
We really should, bro, because
Yeah.
this is something big. Like, you see a lot of people, and I'm just looking at Hollywood pictures. Like, the most recent ones that I can remember are the Osborne ladies. They've got their own podcast, Sharon and her daughter, and they look sickly.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
It can do that. You're only supposed to take one injection every week, so once a week. But they start you at a low dose. It's not like, because it'll make you nauseous and make you want to throw up and get you dizzy and stuff like. I know people who have family friends and stuff like that who have done it. And they feel the adverse effects, and they just decide, nah, I'm just going to go to the gym and
you get that
work
nauseous
out.
from it?
Yeah, they get like really sick, want to throw up. But you have to start out you'll start it at 0.5, or then 1, then 2, then 2.5, then 5, then 7.5. So you just keep going up until your body. But who knows what these Hollywood actors are getting? What if they're just starting them off at 5? What if it's just like a crazy amount? If they're throwing up a lot and the fat is kind of going away, it's like they're going to look skinny, they're going to look frail.
Or, like you said, like the amount that they're actually putting in themselves, too. If they're the ones responsible for the injection, I could see someone going like, wow, I'm seeing great results with 0.5 in 2 days, so I'm going to take 2.0 for great results in 5 minutes.
It takes a couple of weeks, but I know that... but it's also so hard to get, dude. Like, my office, it is so hard to get.
Why is it affecting?
Rare.
Why is it making people look so sick though? Like, that's the thing I don't get about it.
I would say the dosage and how often. Like, what if
Okay.
they're not doing it once a week? What if they're doing it?
Or if they actually don't need it, but their doctors are still
Yes.
giving, kind of like Michael Jackson,
I
with
was
his
gonna
sleeping
say,
pills and stuff like that.
Yeah, who fucking knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows? But
R.I.P. the GOAT.
I don't know. Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. MJ. That's crazy. Yeah.
The king of pop.
The king of pop, man. Still reigning.
I don't know.
supreme.
I can't really speak too much on it because I'm not a licensed physician, but it's hard to get, and only certain people get it. We don't give that to everyone. It's like, yeah, you don't give that to everyone.
Well, I know I was talking to my mom, and she was saying how she's been trying to lose weight, and it's for the longest time. She just wasn't able to, and they ran some tests, and I guess her estrogen levels were damn near at 0.
Who?
My mom.
Oh.
And so they hooked her up with different medication and upped her estrogen levels and stuff. And within, I think she said 2 months, she lost almost 30 pounds.
Wow.
Just taking the medication, hitting the gym regularly, dieting regularly, getting on the treadmill. She's like, I was like an animal for 2 months. Just whatever the doctor said, I'm doing it. Diet, you got it. Because she'd been trying the workout thing and nothing was working. And she'd been, ever since I can remember, my mom's weight has fluctuated, and she's always tried to, be on a regimen. And so I can only imagine how frustrating that would be. I don't know if there was one medication that she told me that the doctor was like, no, we're going to do this and it's going to work. I don't remember what it was called, but
I know
she
you
doesn't
can
look
literally
gaunt.
take estrogen. You can literally take estrogen.
Yeah.
I know you can.
It was estrogen plus a medication, but she doesn't look gaunt.
Estradiol. Let me see what estradiol is. Normally we have that on the charts too.
I don't know, but it just goes to show it's like, okay, you can take it. Like my mom took that, and she doesn't look like a skeleton, And so that's why I was just like, what is the deal? And are they overdosing it? Are they overdoing it? Is that what these people are doing? Because these Hollywood people are just, it's almost kind of scary, bro. When you
Estradiol usage.
when you actually
Because this
look
could
at
be
it.
a total different medication.
We're all
Oh
just-
no. This is not no. This is why I'm not a licensed physician, guys.
Why? What did you?
It just helps reduce severity of certain menopause symptoms, or it can.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at Sharon Osbourne right now, man, and it just I'm kind of scared for her. Like,
Oh my God, man. What is that? The judge on
oh no, that's Ozzy Osbourne's wife.
Why am I thinking she was a?
You're thinking
Someone looks
of
very similar to her.
You're thinking of Judge Judy.
No, not the judge in the courtroom. It was like a singing competition judge. I
Oh.
think that may have been her.
Yes. Yeah, she was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She looks way skinnier now. But it could be with age too.
I mean, yeah, she's a little bit older, but bro, I mean, just a few years ago, she didn't look nearly like this. It's just a little. It's surprising because she just doesn't look well, and I don't know. I know her daughter was on Ozempic, so I don't know
why though. Like
she was just and she wasn't even really like a big girl. Like I even remember on the Osbournes, like when that show came out in the early 2000s, watching it, she had a little bit of meat on her, but like I don't even know. Like it would be perspective. Some may consider that chubby, some may consider that thick. Like it's one of those like you're on the borderline of just being, a thicker girl.
Yeah.
She didn't look unhealthy. She didn't look unwell.
Yeah, so
she looked healthier.
Ozempic is a type 2 diabetes medication, which is prescribed to manage blood glucose levels.
Maybe that's
it
why
is
it's
not a
jacking
medication for people who do not have diabetes or are at risk for type 2 diabetes.
So maybe that's why
it's not for those people.
So maybe that's why it's jacking them all up.
Maybe.
It's bad news, bro. That's all I know.
GLP-1 analog is recommended by NICE for people with type 2 diabetes. Ozempic is taken once weekly.
That's crazy. Well, medically speaking,
it reduces your appetite.
Uh-huh.
So that's another thing. All these weight loss medications reduce appetite. You're not as hungry.
Right.
And it's slowing down the movement of food to your gut, so you stay full longer. So it's like taking these medications, like if you're not supposed to be taking it, and it's suppressing your fucking hunger and your everything, like everything.
Well,
you're
of course
eating a
it's gonna mess
cracker
up
and you're
your
good for
glucose
like
levels.
8 hours. Like,
yeah.
Like it's passing through. It's like slowing. I
don't like
do that
that
stuff if you don't have to, guys. It's not healthy.
Check with a physician before you start doing any sort of diet.
Yes, I was gonna say I know it's not healthy for a lot of people, but some people find it like a godsend. So just talk to your physician, like he was about to say,
100%.
because it can help you a lot if you need it. So
100%.
Obviously I'm not gonna steer you any which way. Talk to a licensed physician where you're at.
Get with your physician, man. And honestly, like if you're able to, and I do, what is it? Intermittent fasting. And so I've been doing that for a while, now to try and slim down. And it takes a while for your body to get used to that feeling of hunger, and then you kind of have to associate, okay, this feeling I'm used to feeling. What I associate with this feeling is normally hunger. Switching that off and going, okay, this feeling is the feeling of weight loss.
Yeah.
Mentally, that totally helped change the game for me. But then also reminding myself, as soon as you get home, either get a protein shake or have, something, you know what I mean? Not a full meal, but something to put into your stomach before you go hit the gym.
100%.
Even if it's just like a small little thing of rice or some carbs or something like that to load up. That's still part of the fasting plan. But I checked with my physician first, just like, hey, man, I know I'm still, young, if you will. I'm older than you guys, but is this healthy? Can I do this? Is there something I should be watching out for? He's like, no, bro, like you should be good. Make sure that your caloric deficit isn't too crazy. You should be at this much. Normally, I wouldn't go below and dip below this. Then you can start getting into dangerous levels. Stay here. You should be fine.
Yeah. They know more than anyone. I mean, they go to med school. It's like,
yeah, go figure.
Yeah, 10 years of schooling. When it's all said and done, it's like that. They know a thing or two.
I will trust you, sir.
Kind
sir.
Yeah.
And so with that, definitely feeling the difference, and clothes are fitting different and things like that. So if you can put in the time, what I'm trying to get to is if you can put in the time, trust the process. Yeah. That's a huge saying around the gym world. Trust the process. It's not going to happen overnight. You may need a medication to assist with your weight loss.
Yes.
You may need that. But if you are looking forward to just doing something quickly and getting into a regiment, get into the gym.
Yeah.
Go through your cupboard. If you got a ton of stuff that is just nothing but processed, get rid of it and get single item or single ingredient things. Watch your junk food intake. No more sodas, and you should be that 100%. Alone plus exercise. You're gonna lose weight. Like it's not going to be as quickly as the medication, but you're gonna lose weight. Start being active. Get on a caloric deficit and get rid of all the processed junk food. And if you're a soda drinker, get off of that, bro. That was my Achilles heel, dude.
Dude, It's I for my dad's little get together the other day. That was the first time I drank like multiple sodas. Like I think in months, bro.
Really?
Probably 5 months.
How many did you have? Like 3
I had
or 4?
it all that day. Then in the morning, because I'm like,
Right.
let me just drink a couple more.
Yeah.
Probably had like about 7.
All right. Yeah. That's a lot.
But they're the little ones, you know.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That Dr. Pepper tastes exactly how I remember. It's the nectar.
Dude, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
That's
I
some
know.
good stuff, man.
No, yeah. So
You gotta treat yourself every once in a while.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just to talk about like if you definitely like if you can do it, but also be honest with yourself too. You know, like are you really putting in the work? We had a patient the other day too that came in and she was just saying, you know, that she's, you know, walking at an incline 2 miles a day, but she's complaining that and she's doing HIIT exercises, high intensity exercises.
Okay.
And it didn't really look like that was the truth, for lack of better words.
Right.
So doctor was just saying calories in, calories out. Like there's no science between it. Like however much you're eating, if you're just, you know, working it off and stuff, like that's why you see bodybuilders eat 7,000 calories a day and they're looking the way they do because
Right.
they're hitting super heavy weight and they're burning it off. So I talked to him and I was like, he's like, yeah, like, you know, sometimes but and I was like, yeah, well, what would make sense? So I said thyroid issues. So
Sure,
if you have a thyroid issue, like it's hard to lose weight no matter what you really do.
No, that would
And
be
then-
hyper or hypo. Hypothyroidism, right? Is when you and my wife has it. I think she has hypo, and it's hard for her to lose weight or hard for her to keep weight.
Yeah.
Because
And hyper is hard to get it off. Right.
I believe so.
It's either one of those.
One of those two. Anyways.
But and then my doctor also said leptin. Leptin is a hormone that maintains body weight. So if you have like an excess of leptin or this hormone that's like skyrocketing or something, that's another thing. Like if your leptin hormone is like through the roof, it's gonna be super hard for your body to maintain its control about weight loss and weight management. Or
Don, wasn't that your MC name back in the day? MC Leptin? No?
Yeah,
Maybe it
no.
was. I thought I heard it.
Helps your body maintain your normal weight on a long-term basis, maintaining the amount of energy that your body stores.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, we got definitely a lot of information last episode, too. I feel like we got, like, the medical information just, like, on point.
Yeah, Corey's was probably a little bit more thorough.
Yeah.
Corey definitely put in some crazy work. I'm still learning about this guy, so I'm not any expert about it. But I see a lot of it all the time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good to learn about everything.
It would be hard to learn about everything.
Yeah.
That's why we have great guests like Corey to come in and fill in the gaps for us. And speaking of filling in the gaps, seeing as how Xander isn't here, we have our main guy who does the hot topics, you know, we got to fill in those gaps for that hot topic. And with that being said, Ethan, did you have a hot topic for us?
Donald.
Oh, my bad. I thought you had one.
Piggyback me. No, I don't have one.
Oh, my bad, bro. I thought you said we're
you're
going to
good.
go over our hot topic and then...
No, I mean, you know, I can kind of ask you, Kendrick or Drake.
Oh, well, since the beef's kind of dying down.
Yeah.
I don't know about dying down, but yeah.
No, but Kendrick dropped that banger, dude. That I've heard the what is the one? Dun 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 dun.
Oh, Not Like Us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that song played way more than Drake.
Oh, dude. And I don't know if you've seen the clips of people out there, like, in public, like when they're out in a club or something like that, and they'll start to play, like, first-person shooter mode or something like that, and everyone's like, ooh, yeah, you hear the jeers. And then you hear, like, I see dead people. And, like, you hear the horns, dun, 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 dun. And I was like,
yeah.
You know, bro. And when the hook comes on, They Not Like Us, bro, everyone's going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendrick
won.
is a He's a different breed, bro.
Kendrick
is actually scary. It's scary how good you can get at something. Like
Kendrick killed it, bro. So Elijah actually sent me something. It was a link to a video. Have you've seen Saving Private Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we can get a chance to put this up, but I'd like to see, speaking of Kendrick and Drake, I'd like to see your reaction to this, because there was somebody that did a video of Kendrick and Drake and J. Cole.
Okay.
And it's cartoon based. It's animated. And it's basically we'll get a chance. We'll edit this part in.
How long is it?
It's like a minute.
Okay.
On his bike. That's it.
That's so funny, dude. My goodness.
We'll put it in there for you. Just a quick little clip. If you've seen Saving Private Ryan, it's the scene where he's trying to stab the guy like into the chest, the German guy, and he actually stabs him. Yeah. And then the other soldier up him. He's at the bottom of the stairs, like.
Yeah.
With all like the bullets and everything around him, and the German guy just looks down at him like, little bitch.
He keeps moving.
He's like, oh, you're no threat to me, and just keeps on rolling, right?
Oh my god.
And I think that's kind of very telling of how this battle went.
Now that is so fun. J. Cole's face was so funny,
dude. And I love J. Cole, man. Lyricist, dudes, and his pen is crazy, bro.
Yes.
And I can respect him just bowing out and be like, you know what, man. Like, it is what it is. He's I think a couple years older than me, maybe a year or two older than me, and so I get it. Like, not wanting to be in the beef and like all. I think
he's just above
shit.
It, bro. He's above it. I think that he's super humble, and he's also like doing the basketball shit still, right?
Yeah.
Like, so he's got different ventures, bro. Like, he's a world star rapper. Now he's actually balling,
Oh yeah, I think didn't he play in like a Canadian? He played in like a Canadian league,
some foreign league.
Yeah, and then like a Spanish league. I think he was playing for, and then I think he even played for a junior NBA league. Like played either an exhibition game with them.
No, do you know anything about it? No.
I want to say J. Cole played like some sort of it's like their junior league for like kind of like how AAA ball. Right, like Lake Elsinore Storm.
Yeah. I thought it was a junior one.
That's what I thought. I think he was playing for Charlotte.
Yeah,
I think it was playing for Charlotte.
I've seen clips, bro.
Well, I mean, he's North Carolina.
I would not even.
I think so.
The D League.
He can ball. It's crazy. Like J. Cole can actually ball. It's pretty wild. So can Adam Sandler. I don't know if you ever seen
Adam Sandler can definitely ball, bro.
I don't know if you ever
seen grown-ups scenes. They weren't fucking around. Like he actually got that shit, bro. He straight up hitting that corner shot every time.
Dude,
I've seen shots of him in New York City just playing with random people.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, no, in like real life.
Oh no,
he's New York City. Oh yeah, it is a good movie.
It's a good movie,
yes,
but no. In real life, yeah. No, I've seen clips
he's
of that football.
As shit, bro, wearing basketball shorts and
like a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
And like flip flops and stuff.
Basketball shoes.
Ordering chicken and just walking right into KFC.
Yeah.
Him and Keanu Reeves are probably
he's like so humble, bro.
Some of the coolest humble dudes.
Shout out Adam Sandler, man. Let's get you on a pod.
You know what I'm saying? I know
he
watches.
Keanu Reeves.
Right? I know he watches.
Come on, Keanu.
Come on, Keanu.
Stop ducking us.
I know you see them DMs that Ethan is sending you. He's sliding,
baby.
Trying to slide into them DMs. But yeah, man. As far as what was I gonna say? The rap battle is concerned. Yes, getting back to that. I haven't heard anything from Drake publicly in a while, and I know his house got shot at.
Drake's house?
Yeah, Drake's house got shot at.
Donald's like, yeah, where you been?
Drake's house got shot, and I want to say one of his security guards either took the bullet or got injured or something. Like
he didn't pass away.
He didn't pass away, still alive. But yeah, Drake's house, like they shot up his house.
What? I mean, he's got multiple states. Are we talking about in California?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I know he probably got one.
Ain't no one gonna fly out to Toronto just to shoot that fool.
Yeah,
if you hear, then people from LA.
I don't even think you could get a gun or get a pew pew in Canada.
Unless it's like a potato gun or something like that. But man,
Potato
gun.
Potato pew pew.
Canada. I feel for you, Canada.
Yep. Dude, I just finished my classes for college. I think I finished my...
Were you studying geology or geography? Yeah, I'm just wondering where the correlation is for that segue.
Oh, no, I was just bringing up something that's relevant.
We're just changing the topic.
Yeah.
Finished your classes.
Yep.
Done.
How
do you feel about it?
So relieved, dude.
Do you feel you did good?
Yeah, I finished with all A's.
Mr. Ethan here.
Gotta finish good.
Mr. Ethan here is a high achiever.
Yeah, I can't get anything below that. It's like now PA schools are getting so competitive. They're more competitive than MBA,
What?
Than medical school. Yeah.
Why? Just because everyone's trying to?
Everyone likes it. You can be a PA and a construction worker. You could be a PA and a business owner. You could be a PA and a real estate agent. I just have to work 2 days out of the month to keep my license, and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Wow.
PA, and it's 2 years of schooling instead of 4. You know, I get my master's in PA school.
Really?
At the same time I'm doing it, I get my master's in physician assistant studies.
Ah.
So I double dip. And it's just a good job, dude.
Yeah.
I think they're starting at $180 a year. Starting.
Especially
out of school.
Well, that's nice. Now you don't have to pay back all that debt.
Yeah, well, I mean,
less debt to pay.
Yeah. If I'm somewhere for I think 10 years, they'll relieve like half of it or something, which is a lot of money, but who knows, dude? And if I get into a specialty like orthopedics, like bones or whatever, that's north of 200,000.
So specialty for PA is where you really make the money.
You can make 180 starting just as a normal PA, and then if you go to a specialty like surgery or like orthopedic surgery, something, whatever specialty you guys want, dermatology, whatever you want, you'll make like 220 to 250.
Man, I wonder if the
in California.
True, yeah.
If I went to Texas, it'd probably be about half of that.
I'm wondering if because insurance costs and malpractice like lawsuits are so crazy, I'm wondering if that's also kind of discouraging people from getting into like the full on MD.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe just sticking with this because I don't have half of the liability or half the liability costs now for my own insurance practice. I heard to insure your own practice is insane, the insurance cost. Enough to make people retire early. Like we had our kid's physician, his name was Dr. Metch. Shout out Dr. Metch, one of the best doctors ever, man, for pediatrics. And he was just like, I could definitely do this for at least another 10 years or so, but it's so darn expensive, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
If the insurance alone is what made him quit his practice.
Wow.
And he'd been practicing for decades. Put it this way. He delivered me and my kids.
No way.
Yes, he delivered my sister, my uncles,
then, bro.
or my cousins.
Yeah, it's probably the insurance from like when you were born versus like now. He's probably like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, now most people haven't even been alive that long to understand
the
severity of it.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. I don't really see myself opening my own practice. I could own my own practice, but I can't run it. I won't have a license. Like I won't have a license. Like I will have a license, but I can't own my own practice. Only doctors and nurse practitioners can. Physician assistants can't, which is kind of odd. It's kind of odd. But if I open my own place, I would have to hire a doctor to run it. But it'd be my like I can work under the doctor at my practice, but he would be head honcho.
It makes sense, yeah. But yeah, no doctor would probably want to do that.
Who knows? I don't know. I just like the idea because it's super, super flexible.
Well, you
get paid good.
Yeah, you good pay. You know, you'll from what it sounds like, be able to have a little bit of extra time, on your hands to do whatever it is that you want to do.
Stuff like this, travel.
Exactly, which is part of the plan to do some more traveling. We are mobile, and so we're trying to take advantage of that with the past couple of episodes, right? And we definitely got some more plans. Hopefully getting into some more gyms into the future.
Yeah.
Shooting at different gym locations, getting new guests on, all that kind of good stuff, man. But we got quite a lot happening on the horizon, man, that I'm actually really looking forward to for season 2, which leads me to where we're kind of closing up for the episode. It's a short episode today, but our ism.
Yeah.
We got our ism.
Yes, we do.
And Pops had actually sent out a book of isms. I think I
know. You were sent. I don't know, man. It's alive. Your phone's alive, bro.
I'm going to pull that out real quick.
Pull it out.
Pull it. And I'm going to, because I took a couple pictures of the book of isms, and one of them
book of isms.
It's crazy, man. Pops.
Book of wisdom.
He definitely hooked me up, man. Okay. Man, they're just first page, man. I'm looking at this.
That is crazy, dude.
Yeah, send me a whole book. It's just a little notebook. Okay.
He wrote it himself, too.
Yeah, it's all handwritten in there.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
I don't know if I showed you that or not, but Pops he sent me just a little notebook.
Whole notebook just full of his isms.
Crazy, right?
Ism 1-15,
So anyways, the first page, it's wild. Shouts out to Pops, man, because ever since I started the podcast, he's just been writing down isms for me. He's like, oh, I heard this is great. I think he even wrote it up, their book of isms. So first one that I think I read the first one that Pops wrote down already. It was from the same person is what it was. It was Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I know that I've said this one or had a quote from him before, but here's another one.
Again?
He was a poet from like the 18th century.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. English poet.
Yeah, I remember.
So this one is from Ralph Emerson, and the quote is, or the ism is, "Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail."
Damn.
Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've kind of heard something similar like that too, but it's not like about all the successes, but it's more so about the trial and error, and those successes after the failures feel the best.
Yeah.
It's like those kind of successes.
Just battling against adversity and not getting succumbed by it.
That's it, man.
That's crazy.
I think it was Chick Hearns. Was it Chick Hearns? Or was it the guy that used to do the Dodger announcer? Why can't I think of his name right now? That's going to make me mad. He was like the Dodger announcer for decades. It's the voice of the Dodgers. It's going to make me mad. It was one of the guys that said that. So the Chick Hearns, who was the voice of the Lakers, or this guy, Vin Scully. That's going to make me mad. Vin Scully, I think it was Vin Scully who said, "Winning feels worse than losing feels good."
Yeah.
And it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And this kind of reminded me of that, about, you're going to lose, but it feels so good, like, after you lose to finally get those victories in. And I think that's kind of where Pops is coming from in Ralph Waldo Emerson. That's kind of a tongue twister.
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph Waldo. And shouts out to the parents for naming Ralph Waldo a tongue twister. Like that was kind of crazy. One more that I really liked, and then we'll let you close it up. Unless you try something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow.
Yeah.
You will never grow.
That's just straight facts. That's just a blank statement.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
A point blank fact.
Unless you've tried something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow.
Yeah.
I think Denzel even said, to get something you've never achieved, you must do something you've never done.
Yeah.
And it fits right into that.
Yeah, no.
Or was that Don that said that?
I don't. It must have been Don.
I think it was Don.
No, yeah, we had a quote when I would in my wrestling room back in high school. It was like, "I'll practice like a champion today, so I can wrestle like a champion tomorrow."
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have that champion mindset. It's not. I mean, some people have it, but most people have to fight for it. It's the work ethic, the discipline, the integrity, doing stuff when no one's watching. You got to do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, and I think if you're just going to sign up for wrestling, you already kind of have just that mental edge over people.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you're just
it's funny, man. We would get a lot of football guys come in, and they'd last, 3 or 4 days, and they'd say it's not for them.
Really?
Yeah.
You would think that that'd be right up their alley.
Not the conditioning, bro.
Also the endurance part probably sucks for them.
Is so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big they were, how strong they were. It's like they have about 45 seconds in them, and then after it's like you're fucking mine,
most people
bro.
get
like
that's the thing. It's a lot of people. If you've never rolled around in jiu-jitsu or wrestling or anything like that, it is just as much mental as it is physical, but you have to put in the physical work in order for you to have that mental stability.
Yes.
Because you can't sit there and tell yourself, okay, you need to calm down. You need to calm down because you've gassed yourself. Like it's the muscle memory has to just kind of be instilled in you.
100%.
Because you're going to be there and you can freak out.
Yeah.
You can freak out underneath somebody thinking like, oh my God, this hurts, and start to freak out, right?
Yeah.
You have to know, okay, I'm not made out of glass.
Yeah.
Let me breathe a little bit, assess the situation.
And losing composure never helps.
Never.
Staying composed under pressure is what keeps your thoughts very clear. When you start just freaking out and everything's sporadic, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to problem solve.
Right.
So you're like, okay, shit, I'm in this position. Let me try this. Okay, that didn't work. Let me do that. Okay, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
Right.
Now we're good.
And then looking
now it's
for
like
that
just
out.
muscle memory. Yeah. Like you said, it's just muscle memory. Like you get used to being exhausted. You get used to being tired. When it's foreign to you, you're like, holy shit. Like
Right.
I don't know what to do. But it's like when you're tired, it's like, okay, no, like I'm tired every fucking time I practice. This is where I live.
Right.
Like wrestling before I'm tired is easy. This is where it's actually
Right.
like this is where the work's going in right
Right.
here. Can I wrestle when I'm exhausted? Can I wrestle when my mind is just telling me to take a break?
And you'd be surprised at how much extra gas you have in that tank when you are just allowing your body to just do.
Extreme ownership, dude. Jocko Willink says we have about 40% more than we physically think.
Absolutely.
That's what they teach in SEALs.
That's crazy, right? Well,
Whatever you absolutely most, like, nope, you still got 40%. That's crazy.
That right.
That is just nuts.
And I think Goggins, that's kind of like, what Goggins, says too. It's like, when he was doing his training with the SEAL team or not SEAL team, but Special Forces. He was doing his training team for Special Forces and during the BUDS program and was telling his crew like, no, we are going to make our drill sergeants mad at us because what they say isn't even going to affect us. They're going to be yelling at everybody to pick up those boats, and we're going to be doing push-ups, or we're going to be pressing it over our shoulders. They're going to look at us and go, what the fuck is up with these dudes? Like,
literally.
we can't yell at them. They're yelling at themselves. They're pushing themselves further than we as drill sergeants could ever push them.
Yeah.
And watch how we just run circles around everybody else. And he goes, and our team, you couldn't catch our team. You couldn't catch us. We were the first in the water. We were the last out. We were the team, and you couldn't catch us. You got to have that championship mentality,
dude,
though.
and just someone to lead. Like that is like a leader right there.
Bro, could you imagine
Only
being in
one person can do that to a lot of people.
And even that one person doesn't come around, but once in a very, once in a long time, because you look at people like Jocko, who's in the military, leader. He just knew, when you read the book, he knew from being a little kid that that's all he ever wanted to do was be military.
Yeah.
One of the quotes was like, I used to get the sticks that looked like guns off of the tree and yank them off and just put mud on my face and like roll around and like, the dirt and stuff and pretend like I was a military guy. So people like that, they're destined for it. But you still have to have that competitive edge. And those isms will help you. And we're going to continue to be bringing them isms. Yep. With that being said, man, we're wrapping up another episode. We're getting into season 2, wrapping up season 1. Xander out in Germany, learning a lot with all of our medical information from the last episode to this episode, talking about isms, talking about Drake and Kendrick. We covered a lot of ground. So with that being said, man, I think I'd leave it up to you to sign us off, bro.
All right, brother. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 22. 22. We got a couple more episodes and then we're done
with season 1.
with season 1.
With season 1.
Season 2's coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay tuned for more updated content. Big things are coming, guys.
Yes,
so with that being said, hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, stay fit. See you guys in the next one.